Something about oligopolies.
Yeah.
Oh man.
We've got 3 companies that do cell service. We've got 3 companies that sell groceries.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I have to go on a mini rant just because it's been bothering me.
Fun.
Mini rant. It's not going to be a big
Okay.
one. Just before Desert Bus. So I previously had a cell phone plan that gave me LTE coverage, 10 gigs of data, and unlimited calls and text. And I got a message from Rogers, my cellular provider, one of the big 3 here in Canada, because that's all we have.
Yeah.
And they sent me a message saying, hey, for the next 18 months, we want to give you 5 free gigabytes of data. Just log into your My Rogers account and select offers and like collect your data upgrade. And I was like, sweet. So I logged into my Rogers and nowhere to be found. Like literally impossible to find this offer anywhere. But what they did have was an upgrade for $5 more a month. Apparently I was just on a legacy plan.
Oh yeah. Okay.
And so for $5 more a month, unlimited data.
Oh.
Okay.
The first 50 gigs of which is 5G speed, and all of the rest of everything was the same.
50 gigs.
So 50 gigs of LTE of 5G speed, and then metered after that, right? But no longer getting overages. It's unlimited data. It's just throttled after 50 gigs. I have never used 50 gigs in a month in my entire life.
Okay.
Not with that attitude.
Exactly. So anyhow, I was like, okay, this is a no-brainer. Like, whatever. I'll pay the extra $5 a month to get unlimited data and 5G speeds because I was on 4G previously, right? Like I was on an LTE plan. So all of this has been well and good until I came to Victoria. The 5G coverage in the city is abysmal. I am getting so much like stuttering and loading and like just data problems, and it won't flip back to LTE to cover for holes in the 5G network. Dude, it's the worst.
You can force it to LTE.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to.
TELUS has had a tower down.
Oh yeah.
At the intersection of Shelburne and Cedar Hill Crossroad for months. They had a flippin' like armed bank robbery thing altercation. It was very involved. I'm not going to get into it. And there was a news story about how one of the people at the bank there were no civilian casualties. Well, the people who tried to rob the bank. Anyway. There was a news story that one of the people in the bank tried to call 911 and their call didn't go through because the TELUS tower was down. And they still haven't fixed it.
What?
Yeah. It is the only time that I used the fact that I was undergoing chemotherapy because I called the TELUS customer support and was like, look, I have cancer. I'm going through chemotherapy. I'm getting phone calls from medical people every day, and I can't hear them.
Yeah.
Like, people are always being like, hello? Is it? Hello? I'm like, I need you to fix this, please. And they're like, well, I'll open a ticket, I guess. So nothing.
It's
And it's been how many months?
Like 10?
Well,
Yeah.
it's worse than that too, because 911 going down for TELUS customers. First of all, that's a CRTC violation, and I'm sure they are getting fined every day for that, and I'm sure they don't care one bit. But it was the major countrywide Rogers outage that left which left double-digit percentages of the Canadian population without 911 emergency service for several days.
Yeah.
That has now finally forced the Canadian government to force the CRTC, to force the major 3 to offer interoperability for 911 calls. We didn't have that before.
Though really, in BC, a multi-day wait for a 911 response is honestly an improvement over our current 911 response.
Yeah, that happened when I came up here last.
Oh, right.
Because we got here and all the Interact machines were gone. Thankfully, credit was still working, so that was good, but everyone was having a time trying to pay for anything.
Yeah.